Denny Patterson, Instinct Magazine. Hi, Michael. Hi, Maya. How are you both doing today?
Good.
Doing well, thanks.
Good, good. So tell me, how excited are you both for the theatrical release of Sacramento?
Very
Yeah,
excited.
honestly, very excited for the release in general, but very, very excited about theatrical release. And I'm really grateful to Vertical for giving us like a pretty substantial, nice little theatrical release because, having had the opportunity now to watch the film in theaters, it it really plays well with the crowd, and so I hope the
Yes.
people who want to see it, choose to see it with an audience because it really does something nice to see it with a crowd.
Definitely. So, Michael, as both director and star of this film, how did wearing multiple hats shape your experience on set, especially in scenes that were emotionally vulnerable or improvisational?
Um, we didn't do a ton of improvising on in the film,
Okay.
but it's definitely I think just in terms of you know, uh, time management, it was challenging, obviously, because you can only be in so many places at once. I felt very, I felt very confident with the obviously with the cast, but also the crew
Mhm.
that people were watching my back in terms of performance. Chris Smith, who I co-wrote it with, he was a producer on the film as well. He was there every day. I kind of leaned on him to help me out with with Rickey, and he was really really helpful. But also just like I felt like organically able to compartmentalize uh, acting on camera with these
Mhm.
actors because they're so natural. It was kind of easy. Directing is a different story. Directing is a whole different skill in and of itself, and it's a real job. So that was
Mhm.
a learning process for me.
Yeah, definitely. And Maya, as a producer on this project, as well as Michael's wife, what drew you to this story, and how did your collaboration with Michael influence the film's tone and direction?
Um, you know, I think what drew me to the story originally was, when you read scripts, sometimes it doesn't really jump off the page in terms of like the humor or the characters. And even though, he Tally wasn't like a huge part of it, I was instantly drawn to her. I never played a character like her. And as the process, I also was, I admired Michael's work for so long. So I was really excited by the idea of him directing. I loved his movie before this, Avenues. And so yeah, I was just drawn to the whole project. And then it didn't get made till after we had then fallen in love. And so then when we made the movie, it like infused it with so much more depth for me and so much more emotion. And I was drawn to playing this character, Tally, who is a mother and just struggling to do it on her own and wanting to grow up but not knowing how and having to grow up instantly because of this child and sort of so unbelievably tired that
Mhm.
she can't even speak sometimes. Like there just was something about that I thought they really nailed in the writing. And yeah,
Mhm.
I loved it.
Awesome, fantastic. Michael and Maya, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.